We are unfortunately back in Paris, at least I think this is Paris, last time I checked, for some more Assassin's Creed 5 Unity.
Dead Kings!
Yep.
Oh god.
It seems like we've encountered some kind of
Here we are, Arno's down and out.
We've not had a king for quite a while. We've got a queen for like 100 years now.
That's really observant. It took me a minute there to work out that you were actually going on about our country,
Yeah.
not the
Well,
metaphorical
who cares
France.
about France?
I like France.
You like
Voulez-vous?
French people.
Yeah.
Voulez-vous en français?
They sound so sexy. So anyway, breaking news. Speaking of French people, I don't know if they're French or not, but Starbreeze, i.e. the developers of such fine games such as Syndicate, the EA reboot, and Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, have sold their IP, Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, to 505 Games.
This was the breaking news that you told me about before we started hitting records.
$500,000.
Oh, this blows my breaking news out of the water.
It's $500,000. That's like really sad because Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons is the best game of 2013.
Hang on a second, the connections to Ubisoft servers have been enabled. Right, carry on.
Nice. Yeah, and it's like the best game of 2013, and it really didn't need a sequel, and that probably means you're going to make a sequel out of it, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Like, it's so sad. But anyway, what's your breaking news?
Well, I'm a bit embarrassed to say now, but apparently Dr. Eggman has died. And that was my breaking news.
When you say Dr. Eggman, do you mean he's like, Sonic's killed him? Or
Like,
is Sonic
no,
in
his-
fact dead? Are they all dying? Is that era of characters dying off? Is Mario going to fucking croak it?
This was my joke breaking news when you said you had breaking news. Apparently the voice actor for Eggman's died.
That's actually really sad. I don't mean
Maybe
to make fun of that.
I think it was a Japanese one, which I've never heard, but whatever.
That's still kind of sad. I don't want anybody to die. Except from Sonic. Maybe Mario.
You know, ever since Sonic suddenly had blue arms, I've just not been able to control my rage.
Did Sonic not have blue arms?
Ah, you don't get the reference, do you?
No, I have no fucking idea. I hate Sonic.
How have you not heard of Chris Chan? You've like used the internet. You have an Ethernet cable in your PC. You should know about Chris Chan.
Chris Chan. It's just a Christian joke. I don't want to anger that a lot of people.
No, Chris Chan, the like super like the easy way to say it, is an autistic guy who like when he found out that Sonic had blue arms, he went into a Toys R Us to protest and ended up like tasing a woman, I think.
No, but I really wish I knew about this.
And he has years of documented like weird fucked up stuff. Like he made the OC Sonic Chew. I'm sure you've heard of that.
No.
Where it's like Sonic and Pikachu together, and he made his own. Oh, it's the worst thing ever.
Oh my god. I have
Can't
no
believe
idea
you've not
what
heard
the
of
fuck
this.
you use the internet for, but it's certainly not the thing I do.
We hang out on two very different places. I see.
Yes, you surround yourself with clip art, and that's not what I meant to say at all.
That's
you
it,
surround
like,
yourself with Clippy, is what I meant to say.
Everybody should go and watch the Mex and Mercs video and hear us talking about Rule 34 Clippy.
Yeah, and then search
But
the annals
I
of the
finally found some. If anybody wants me to send it to them, just hit me up.
internet. Yeah, absolutely.
I've got those bookmarked.
That's at Zealot1123 on Twitter. Ask him for all your Real 34 related needs.
I've got bookmarks. That's all I'm saying.
So, Assassin's Creed Unity.
You know what's a good Assassin's Creed?
Not
Assassin's
this
Creed
one.
4.
Yeah, it is a good one, you're right.
My little brother went out and bought Assassin's Creed Rogue, and he played like 5 minutes of it and hasn't gone back to it.
Really? I thought it looked nice from what I saw of it. It looked
But
like...
you're forgetting that he's like 12 years old, or no, 10 years old, and he is like a true millennial where he wants instant gratification and something to happen immediately.
It's funny, because we are ourselves millennials, so it makes it
How are
kinda
we
weird.
millennials?
We're off that era. Like, granted, I don't need instant gratification and, like, reward for everything I do, but...
The idea of millennials is that it's people born in the new millennium, as in 2000 odd and onwards.
I guess. We're pretty much there, though, really. Like, I don't
We were
remember
in-
any of my memory before then. Except
But
from
still,
playing
we
Enduro
are
Racer.
90s kids. We've got to stick to that heritage.
Yes, absolutely.
You've got to remember the days of coming home to watch like Arthur on TV.
Fuck is Arthur.
You fucking millennial.
I cut the cable, man, years ago. I don't watch TV anymore.
Man.
TV is for chumps. So we're in a crypt, because that's what this
Apparently
game's
France
about.
has them.
So, you might have noticed in the streets, there seems to be no crowds anymore, but they've replaced them with crowds of rats.
I saw... Oh, you got to touch wood. Come on, touch wood.
No, fuck you. I actually thought before I said that then. I was like, do I say longtails or do I say rats?
Nobody will understand you if you say longtail. Nobody understands like the weird Manx like idea that if you say rat, suddenly you'll have bad luck or like you'll die or something.
Nah, my karma's pretty good at the minute. I think I'm alright.
Your karma.
Yep.
You can meditate the bad thoughts away.
I can meditate Manx folklore out of my life.
You can.
Like the rest
Why
of
is
the
Arno
world
about to
shifting.
climb? Why is Arno about to climb into a crypt?
You know, I'm glad you asked, because I don't know what the fuck's happening. Like,
He just said shit. What's shit in French? Is it
Nerd.
murder?
nerd, yeah.
Yeah, murder.
He fucking
go.
starts speaking Italian in this. We'll get to that in a minute, though. Like, they completely ditched the part where he says rest in peace in French, which I think is reposez en paix, or something like that. I probably fucked up pronunciation, but instead he just straight up says resquiete en pace. What is it?
Rescrieta un pace.
Yeah, that's what he says. It's fucking annoying.
Is he Ezio? Are they trying to like brush some of Ezio's charisma off onto Arno because it's not working?
Yes, basically they just like what they've done is they've taken Ezio's corpse, long dried and preserved in the annals of Ubisoft, and they're just like grating parts of his toenails off onto Arno.
Well, they tried to do that to Connor and it never worked.
Did they? I still haven't played Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah, you're not missing anything.
I just assumed he was a silent protagonist because I've never seen him speak in any like trailer or video I've seen.
You've obviously not seen any videos of that game then, because every 5 seconds he's saying, "Where is Charles Lee?"
That sounds great.
But tell me, why are you carrying a Final Fantasy level sword?
So, spoiler alert for Assassin's Creed Unity. That's what you get at the end of the game. Only when you prize it from the dying man's hands, he can like fire electric bolts from it. You can do none of that. It's kind of like the end of Sunset Overdrive, where you spend an entire mission like building up this sword, and it's amazing. You can like summon whirlpools out of like fucking thin air and like lightning, kill thousands of things with this sword. Super powerful. And then when the mission ends, it's like, oh, now it's just a shitty sword.
Oh, that sucks.
It's fucking sucks. It's the worst. Bit like this game. So
I was gonna say, like, the sword looks so out of place. It's just this big, massive, glowing thing that, you know.
glitches through the arm.
Oh my god! There we go. He just said.
Yep.
Why is he speaking Italian?
I don't know what's happening, right? Because like I started recording. The moment I started the DLC, I clicked on the dead. Originally, I had it because there's always been this cart in your cafe, like even since I bought the game originally, where it's like download the Dead Kings DLC to use this cart or whatever. So I finally downloaded it, used the cart, and then there was a 1 minute 20-second load screen. So I cut that out for obvious reasons. But I basically started out the title card. I do not know what the fuck's happening.
I don't know, but when you like press start, oh there you go. Look, you have 420 H. Don't know what H is, but
It's
you're
a
apparently
helix.
blazing it. I don't know. You're blazing helixes.
Yes, absolutely. That's what Ubisoft had in mind. So that's kind of like the new mechanic in this game is you have a torch. I don't know how to get it off your side though. I'm sure it explains it, but I'm not really paying attention. It's Assassin's Creed.
Is it like the horrible blow dart gun from Assassin's Creed 4 that you can't remove and it makes you look stupid afterwards?
Oh yeah, that
I
was
hated
like
that.
in this they replaced that with a Phantom Blade launcher. So it's like you can fire the Berserk darts and the Poison darts from your wrist-mounted, your Assassin's Blade.
Yeah, that seems really cool actually.
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing as the blow dart, only it looks better. Because you can't see it.
Yeah.
So there's no way I can do this chest, because fucking my reactions aren't immense.
But you're meditating now, so you should be able to like slow down your perception of time.
Meditation doesn't help me want to play this game. That's the thing they never tell you. But it's never teach that Assassin's Creed is good. So here's like some light puzzle elements. We're gonna light these two fucking fire pits to open
These
the door.
braziers. Oh, that's a great puzzle.
Yes, it's really logical as well. That's because that's how the old French people used to do it. Everything,
I like
every
that it
door
played
was linked
some,
to
like-
fire.
I like that it played some like Zelda level jingle there.
Well, Nintendo's doing crossovers with every company now, so it's only a matter of time until you get like Rabbids taking on like fucking Splatoon characters in the furry
I
fantasy we
guess
all need.
I guess, but do you remember the last time Ubisoft and Nintendo tried to work together, and then Watch Dogs was delayed for like 2 years?
Oh my god, yeah, like, that's the thing with Ubisoft. They love themselves a hardware launch. So, like, that's what we saw with the Wii U, wasn't it? It was like every game was on the Wii U. We'd have some, like, dumb menu system for the pad. And then Watch Dogs. I bet it was fine on there. I bet they got it sorted by then.
I don't even know if it's still released.
Have you, It has been released. It released in November, I think.
I don't know if it's still on my... I don't know why I haven't removed it from my hard drive yet.
Did you play any of the DLC or anything?
Oh god, no.
So,
I
like,
beat the game and then I stopped playing.
I played some of the earlier Assassin's Creed, like the Assassin's Creed 2 DLC. And, I kind of forgot it from my mind, whatever, but there's, like, quite a bit of content in it in terms of, like, several missions. And, like, in Assassin's Creed 2, you went to, Forlì, I think it was.
Yeah.
That really foul-mouthed woman. And I think the same thing's in this as well. I only played about, well, what's in this video, basically. But it is like a campaign, a mini-campaign, if you will. Which is pretty cool. Except it's full of bugs, from what I've been reading.
Why do you keep putting your lantern inside those weird golden things and nothing happens?
You have to refill the lantern. There's this concept of it running out by dipping it in that pot. But I don't know how to tell if it's running out. There's no indication that I can tell, so I just do it all the time.
Super dumb.
Yeah, it's not great. But they could always add another, like, gauge to the screen. I mean, there's not enough bullshit on your UI at the minute. In case you forget your name, that's displayed in the top corner.
Yep, at all times.
Alright, we're in a different map as well. This isn't Paris.
It isn't, so me introducing saying this is Paris was wrong.
Yes, I was trying to think of the name of it, and I couldn't, so I just let you make your mistake.
We have to go all the way back to the game now. Come on, restart.
Yep. 3, 2, 1. So you like to swallow? No. Yeah, I don't know what this map's called. No idea.
Maybe you're in Italy, that's why he said Rescrietta un pace.
Yep. He butchered it as badly as we did every time we tried to do a foreign language.
Yep.
But, like, I don't know. I don't know if this is something that's true across the whole DLC, but from what I've seen, the streets are kind of empty. The area is quite small, the streets are empty. The lighting is... I've only ever seen it grey. I wonder if that's to, like, get the performance up, because there's not really any frame rate issues in what I've played so far.
Maybe.
If so, it's really depressing.
It is. This place makes me want to, like, hang myself with my lantern.
Yeah.
You sure you've not, like, travelled to London before the next Assassin's Creed?
Oh yeah, this is what Victory's going to be.
Now?
It's going to be the best performance in the series. It's going to be 2 people on screen at any given time. I mean, you know, let's not... This place isn't perfect. I can still glitch my way through some chimneys. When I need to.
Yeah, there is, like, significantly less people on the street.
Yeah. Like I say, I haven't played enough to know if it's like that in all the areas. There were certainly areas in Assassin's Creed Unity base game where the crowds were huge. Like, you'd have people getting guillotined and the crowds would be insanely large. But, like, I never had any frame rate problems then. I only had frame rate problems when there was enemies on screen. And, you know, when, like, the animations had to sync up and stuff, and it was...
Yeah.
It was bad. It was bad time.
Tell me, what rank is Enforcer?
I don't know. There's quite a lot of ranks. I don't know what they mean. I think, presumably you can unlock different things at different ranks. I think the weapons maybe are
Maybe, I don't know.
to rank.
They need to have it so you can rename the ranks like you could in GTA 5, because I've been playing that again on the next gen now, and I was confused of why when I leveled up, suddenly my character was now a level 84 backdoor bandit.
Oh god.
Yeah.
You know, I want to play GTA 5. Do you reckon the next gen is worth it?
Depends on how much you're going to spend on it. I mean, you've already bought the game once, really.
I bought it twice. If you recall, I knocked my Xbox over and destroyed the disc.
Oh, yeah.
So I've already spent £100, give or take, you know, £10,
I spent
physical copies of GTA 5.
I spent £44 on GTA 5 for the Xbone, and I like it. It's cool to play in first person. There's, like, new content apparently towards the single player, but I've not seen it yet.
So they're going to release heists at some point in the lifespan of this game, yeah?
Yes, they're going to release Heist before it comes out for PC, and PC's now been pushed back to March 24th.
Oh, do you reckon that's how they're going to do it? They're just never going to release Heist, so the PC version will never come out?
Yeah.
It's,
But that's another reason. That's another reason I bought GTA 5, just that way we could record heists and do videos on it.
Yeah, yeah. I
assume
really
we
want to
will,
buy
'cause
it,
it'll
but
be
there's just so much going on at the minute. I don't actually know if I have time. I mean, Peace Walker is where my mind's at. To be honest, that game,
on a like 5-year-old game.
that game won't end. I mean, like, that's what I liked about Ground Zeroes was it was like bite-sized and concise.
Stop like leveling up like Kaiju or whatever his name is. And
Kinkajou.
Kinkajou, there you go.
I'm working on Lobster at the minute. Lobster and Leech. Leech is a lady. Lobster's just this dude that looks completely normal.
Why no alligator?
Alligator died. He fucking got PTSD. Came back for like a couple of fights, and then got wiped out in a chopper attack mission. It was. He was good as
He
well.
got PTSD and died.
He came back from the PTSD and then totally just got gunned down by attack helicopters.
How did he get PTSD? It's not something you should joke about.
It was.
Did
He
somebody
met
call him,
quiet
like-
basically in Afghanistan.
Did somebody like misgender him online and he got PTSD from that?
Yep, I made him go naked.
He's actually a crocodile. He actually identifies as a crocodile. But
Oh,
people keep calling him
fucking
alligator.
Stop! Tumblr's gonna hate us. God damn
Who
it!
gives a shit? Who gives a shit about Tumblr, really?
Oh, fair point. Fair point. I just hope Pinterest
It's the
doesn't
worst
find
place
out.
on the internet.
It's not the
Pinterest
worst.
is nice.
It's not the
Tumblr
worst.
is the worst place on the internet.
That fucking hellhole that you found the Clippy porn in, that's probably worse.
What? Imgur?
Oh yeah, that's definitely worse. What are you even saying, man? Oh, Jesus.
This is a nice, like, empty area with nothing in it.
Yeah. It's
It's like, look at that busy courtyard full of people.
really high grass mazes.
Yeah.
I've got no equipment either because they don't refill you with anything. And it's all really expensive. So you either have
Well,
to
you've got to
grind
buy
or
the
like...
ammo DLC.
Well, if you want to actually buy weapons with in-game money rather than Helix coins, then yeah. You just run out of money really quickly. It's
Wow.
There's part of the
You
season pass for this game was a... I can't remember what it's called, but it's like Assassin's Creed China. It's a side-scrolling game. Have you seen anything of it?
No, but I liked how instead of assassinating the two with your double wrist blades, it made you assassinate one at a time.
Yeah.
So now you got detected and now you're in a fight.
Oh my god, the animation and the syncing of it is still bad in this game. Like,
Yeah.
it's better here because the frame rate isn't shit, but... You know, just the way that people like glitch in and out of animations and stuff. Like, here's a random vase, there's nothing else in this corridor, but let's refill some lantern.
I was going to say, you're
Jeez.
trying to refill your lantern.
I would love to, but I can't interact with it.
There's people playing, like, tag in the other room, apparently.
I don't know if they're ghosts or not, because when you, at the start of this, the obnoxious woman in the real world keeps shouting there's a glitch in the system, and that's like the only thing she said so far. And when there's a glitch in the system originally, you know, you're going through like futuristic Paris and, like World War II Paris and stuff. There's like ghosts that are white that look like there's things that are with us. So I don't know if they're really there or ghosts or what, but...
I can proudly say that I have not bought this game, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Do you want to borrow my copy? Do you want to take the PS4 from my house and play this game?
I'll do one of those things.
I feel you need to. It's kind of like... I regret not playing 3 at the time because... You know, just like such a disappointment that it was. I feel people need to play this game to experience what a bad AAA game is like. So they don't actually happen that often, do they?
What do you mean?
Like, Destiny is a disappointing game. It is not a bad game. This
Yeah.
is like technically and design and like everything about this game sucks.
Yeah.
Except the interiors of some of the buildings, and some of them look like shit anyway. Some of them you can run through and some of them you can't. It's like completely arbitrary.
I want to know what you're actually doing. It just says find the library.
I don't fucking know. There's no objective markers. Like, I'm in this green
You're-
zone. Theoretically, I'm in the
You
library.
damn millennials needing your like objective markers over doorways. Back in my day in Doom, we had to press tab to open the map.
People who say Doom is a fucking good game need to go and kill themselves. Anyway, Assassin's Creed
Doom
Unity,
is a good game.
it's really not, like... I played some not long ago. It is not all that. I also played some Marathon Durandal on my phone, and that was maybe more fun. Because I could do it when not at a PC.
See, again, you say weird things, and it makes me for some reason think of Dune, the movie, like it did
Dune.
yesterday.
Right, it's a PS1 game. Dune strategy game. I played a lot of that as a kid. You had like a weird harvester truck or something, and the worms would come out and kill you. Do you have any recollection of this?
I played a Dune game where you started off in a desert and there was a giant worm, and I never beat the worm, so I never finished the game.
It was. I saw bits of Dune as a kid, and I never really understood it because it's like 20-hour long film, and it's like super bad, and I can't even get through the opening scene now anymore because it's just that woman talking to you in space. But yeah, there's a mission on one of the Star Wars games where you can you fly to a planet, you get knocked down, there's just a giant worm in the desert, and you have to hop between bits of wreckage to like refix your spaceship and fly away. And I always sort of associated that with Dune just because it's like conceptually pretty similar. So we're probably better off. We should revisit that because I don't think I could find a way of getting my PS1 to record
I'll do anything.
anything. Will you play this game?
Yeah. I'll do anything for money. No, I'm not going to haul myself out that much.
I still don't know what we're doing. I don't. They might have explained.
I was
it in the
hoping you would
opening
take the lead and start talking more about Assassin's Creed, but I realise it's not going to happen.
I mean, I replayed this pretty late, but I only played it last night, and I still don't know what's happening. I think I'm hunting like some manuscript or something. And at some point, he talks about going to Egypt. This isn't Egypt.
But
So-
it now says escape the Abbey. You weren't... Before you were looking for the library, and you walked into a room with a desk, pulled out a book, and apparently that's a library.
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought. I walked in that room just killing people because I was bored, and then I realised there were in fact bookshelves. But hold on, I need to think about the buttons so I can get out this window. Like, that was using the free run down option, and all he did was leap from it.
See, how can you kill two people there, but you couldn't before when you actually needed to?
I don't know. When I approached it slowly and rationally, I couldn't
Yeah.
kill him.
Everyone knows in Assassin's Creed you're meant to play like your run and gun.
Just combat in this game is the worst thing. Like, I could deal with the technical problems if the game was fun to play. It is not. Like, Honor's got really nice clothes. The clothes tech is really nice. Should be 5 stars, but you know.
No Tokyo Dome.
Fuck is Tokyo Dome?
Never mind.
No, explain this. Let's go into detail what the hell Tokyo Dome is.
It's a wrestling reference where nothing can be 5 stars unless the contest is held inside the Tokyo Dome.
That was not as cool as I was thinking. I thought it was going to be some like really old game that had physics tech.
No. Well, you said it should be 5 stars. So never. Anyway, moving on. Assassin's Creed.
I just wanted to know where you're going with that. Alright, let's go and cash this thing in and wrap this thing up.
Thank God. Wait, are you going back to the cemetery now?
I don't know where I'm going.
We should go back to France where it's nice and colourful.
Yeah. I wonder if I'm going to assume the entire game does not look like this, but I don't know that I'll play it to find out.
Am I having a problem with you?
You just turned into a ghost and stabbed him.
Yeah, I know. It's, I think I work for them now. I'm pretty sure that's what happens at the end of that game, is that you end up working for Napoleon. That's why you're wearing, like, the dark blue robes and stuff.
But weren't you wearing the dark blue robes at the very beginning of the game anyway?
No, I was... Well, yeah, but I mean, like, you're wearing military stuff now. Like, the white straps. Like, I think that's what happens, is you end up working for Napoleon.
Is he like a secret assassin?
I think he steals a piece of Eden or something. I think that's where the story goes. It's not really
Oh
fully
God, they're
explored.
still talking about stupid pieces of Eden.
Yeah, but like the last scene in that game, as the credits are running, the woman says, "Oh, we won't bother." Like, right, you see this like, you're inside this crypt, and you realize where this piece of like genetic material is you need. Like, it's the genetic material of a sage or something.
Yeah,
And,
I remember that from the first video.
And you're in this crypt or whatever, and like it's going through all the. It's the game's wrapping up and it's going through all the credits, and the woman from the modern day comes on and she's like, "Oh well, it's buried too far under Paris in the catacombs. We'll never find it. Guess it doesn't matter then." So basically, the entire fucking game is worth nothing.
I was about to say, so this game doesn't mean anything.
No, it's
like,
fucking
fuck
shit.
you.
Like, the ending is the worst.
Wow.
Like, she literally says the words, "Oh, don't worry about it. We won't go after it after all." Like, why would you do that?
Because they realised this game was going to be bad.
I guess, but I mean, like, Assassin's Creed 4 was like, "Oh, none of this matters," but they said that from the beginning, and they just made a fun pirate game.
Yeah.
The windmill yesterday.
Like,
Wait, I never finished Assassin's Creed 4. Does it not matter? Because I was still looking for the observatory, and I just joined the Assassins.
Like Assassin's Creed 3 didn't matter. Let's be honest.
Assassin's Creed 3 did matter because the stories actually mean something.
Yeah, but they're not going to go anywhere with it,
Considering,
are they?
well, considering fucking Desmond dies in it, and he's like one of the major characters, it does matter.
I guess, but like, fucking 4 was good for a whole lot of reasons. You just walking through
Yeah.
a wall, but whatever. Like these streets are just so fucking barren. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that was a treat. Thank you for making me suffer through that.
checking in with Assassin's Creed Unity. Thank you, Matthew.
Uh,